Welcome back to our Google Classroom tutorial. This time I'm gonna show you how to create a quiz assignment which will contain our pre-test for our topics in Google Classroom. So to do that, all we have to do is from our Google Class dashboard, we go to Classwork tab, and then we select create and then quiz assignment. This option will allow us to make a quiz assignment using Google Form, and then we can import the score of our learners from that particular assignment. And this assignment, the one above, will give us option to create a task and other assignments to our learner without actually attaching a blank quiz Google form. So we will be using quiz assignment because it will provide a blank quiz Google form for us. So I will click this one. Okay, so the first task is to provide a title. So let's say, for example, this is task 1, retest for topic 1, which is hand tools. And then we are going to provide instruction to our learners. Please answer the given pretest below. And then we are going to categorize this pretest. Let's say, for example, this is for written task. We have actually set our grading system ahead. Let's say, for example, this is 10 points, no due date, but we can actually add due date. And we can also have time. Let's say, for example, if this is due on Monday, we will select Monday and the time when it will be the due date time. Okay, so the due time. Okay, so we will proceed with topic. So this is for topic 1. I will just select topic 1, hand tools, and then there is no rubric because we will assign points to each number. Then we will just click this blank quiz Google form. So it will load our blank quiz Google form. And then from this blank quiz Google form, we're gonna create our quiz. So to start with that, all we have to do is to give it a title. So the title should be the same. So we will just go to the Classwork tab that we have. We will just copy the title and then paste it here in our Google form and here in our Google form. Okay, so that's our title. All changes we made are actually saved in the Google Classroom Drive, so there is no need to look for save button or press Ctrl S because that will not function in Google form. Next, form description will be our instructions in taking the test. So please read the questions carefully and choose the correct answer from the given options. Okay, so that's our instruction for the test. So in next, we are going to ask for learners' names. So instead of a multiple choice question, we will have a short answer in which they will enter their name. So your name. So learner will answer with their name. Okay, so that's required also. Next, we will add another question by clicking the plus sign on the right side of the form. So we'll click plus. For question number 2, it will be multiple choice, and then we will now type a question. What tool is used to clip and hold wires? So let's say, for example, option 1, pliers. Option 2, screwdriver. Option 3, multi-tester. Option 4, tweezers. So since this is a quiz, we have to assign it a correct answer, an answer key, and of course a score or points. So to do that, we just click the answer key command at the lower left corner of the question. Then we add points. We provide points. Let's say, for example, this is 2 points. And the correct answer is actually flyers. Then we click done. This question must not be skipped by our learner, so this must be required. So we will select required. Okay, so we have created our question number 1. So to make it easy for us to reproduce the same question with the same type of question and same number of points, and we just have to change the question and the answer key, all we have to do is just duplicate this question. So this is our question number 1. This is our question number 2. Let's say, for example, which tool is used to drive screws. So we will provide the answer key, which is actually screwdriver. We will unselect pliers, and the 2 points and the score is still 2 points, and we click done. So we're done with the second question. Let's go to the third question. So let's say, for example, what tool is used to test continuity of current and electronic material? Third question, we will select the answer key. It's multi-tester and select screwdriver. We have already our points and it's done. It's already required. Let's go to our question number 4. What tool is used to pick up small parts? So let's just assume that this is a correct question. Okay, so we will have the answer key, which is tweezer. We will unselect multi-tester, then we'll click it. So it totals to 8 points. But our assignment, which we created, is actually 10 points. So we will have our, let's have 5 questions. I will just duplicate this question so that I will have 5. Okay, we're done. So that's total of 10 points. After making your test, of course, it will be saved in the drive. After making the test, the next part is to set the properties of the test. So to do that, we just click settings command located at the upper right corner of the screen, just beside the send button. We will click settings command, and then we will just check limit to 1 response so that learner can only take the test once. We will not check edit after submit, so that learner will not be able to edit his or her answers, and learner or respondents will not be able to see summary charts and text responses. For presentation, it is suggested that you show progress bar and you shuffle question order, so that to avoid learners from looking at others or copying others' answer to a particular question. So we just check shuffle question, but you may also uncheck this one. Confirmation message, you can have here congrats for taking the test. This will be presented to the respondents or learner after taking the test, after submitting the test. So let's say, for example, thank you for taking the test. You can have your own confirmation message here. Then quizzes, it is already a quiz, so it has points. We will release the grade immediately, or you can also release it later, but we will just stick this review button here immediately after each submission. And then we will not allow students to see missed questions and the correct answers, so that it will be more challenging for them to take a test or to take the test as a post test. So I will uncheck these 2 options, and then I will just let them see the point values of each question. Then after making these settings, general, limit to 1 response, presentation, show progress bar, shuffle question order, and quizzes, make this a quiz, release the grade immediately, and respondent can see point values. I will click save. And if you want to look at your test the way it will be seen by your students, you can click the preview button here. It will show you the appearance of your test. That's it. So this is our progress bar, page 1 of 1, and the submit button. So this will be the appearance. This will be the appearance of your test. There is a points, and the question is actually required. Okay, so this is it. But as you can see, as you can observe, the name is placed after the 3 questions. So we have to rearrange that one. Let's go back to our editing area. Okay, so this is the test. This is actually your name. Okay, so why it happens? Because actually during our settings, we shuffle the question. So since your name is part of the question, it is also shuffled. So in this case, if you are asking for name, you should not shuffle the question order so that the name will not be shuffled. Or if you want, you could have a section. When you say section in a test, it will divide your form into sections. So if your first section is the name, then it will not be shuffled. So to do that, I will just click save here. To do that, we will be adding a section. So to add a section, all we have to do is add a section. This command at the bottom here, we just click add section. So we have now section 1 of 2. So for section 1, it will ask for name, and when the learner click next, it will proceed to the question. So we can have a title for section 2. So let's say for example for section 2, let's give it a title. Start here. And then we will just copy the instruction and transfer it here. Or let's say for example, answer this. Okay, so going back to our preview, we will just reload this page here. So as you can see, we have here task 1 pre-test for topic 1 hand tools. The learner should type his or her name, and then he or she will click next. And what follow is the section 2, answer this, and the instruction. So that's it. That's how we create the section. So that's very useful in creating a test. So always remember that you have to make a section so that your name will not be part of being shuffled. Now, since we are done with that, previewing our result, we can also have our we can also customize the theme. We can actually choose a header for our quiz, but I would suggest for you to explore it later if you are good in already in preparing the test. But to show you how you do it, okay, you may select theme for your test here. Say for example, I will choose this theme, then I will choose this header, then click insert. So my question now will have header on top. You can upload your own image here. You can actually change your background color, your font style. Let's say for example, my background color would be gray. That's it. So I'm done with customizing. And we have more add-ons here, but let's not discuss that one. We'll just focus on our topic in which we create pretest. So if you are done and all changes saved to drive, and this is our test, we are done with the test. All we have to do now is close this one and close this preview. We just leave the site. And this blank quiz here will turn into the quiz we created. Next, so since you are done, there is an option for you now to assign. The assignment is now, the quiz assignment is now saved. There is an option for you now to assign the test now, to schedule it, or to save it as draft. I will explain it one by one. When you say assign, this test will be displayed in your classroom classwork tab, and students will be able to see your questions or to see your activity or your assignment when you click assign. But if you want to assign it in a later date, all you have to do is just click this arrow and select schedule. Select schedule, and of course you set the schedule of your assignment, the date and the time. So if it happens that you created your assignment in a weekend and want to assign it in a later date, so you can have it scheduled. So I will not just schedule this one. Another thing is you can also save your work as a draft, and if not, you can discard this draft actually. So we will just save this draft and we will just assign this one later if we would really like to assign it to our learners. So now we have saved our pretest for topic 1 hand tools under topic 1 hand tools. This is now grayed out because we have not yet assigned this one. So when shall we assign, or how shall we assign this one? So when you are in your classwork tab and you want to assign a particular assignment, all you have to do is just click the menu at the right part of the assignment, select edit, and then after that you click assign or you click schedule. Another way of assigning your assignment is to click on your assignment, and this thing, or it will expand here, and you can click edit assignment and also select assign or schedule your assignment or save it as draft. So that is how you create your test assignment for your learners, specifically those that you wanted to be graded using our Google Forms quiz. So to do that, I will just recall, you just have to click create and then select quiz assignment. After clicking quiz assignment, you just have to define your title, define instruction, open your blank quiz form, provide details, but before opening that, you first select grade category, you provide points, and always remember that the points assigned to your assignment should equate with the points you assigned in your blank quiz. You can provide due date, you can provide topic, or create a new topic if you are creating your quiz assignment for a new topic. So that is how you create assignment in Google Classroom. Thank you so much for watching, and see you around to our next tutorial. Okay, so this is our